What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here, and welcome to Monza for the Lewis Hamilton Challenge. It is the Italian Grand Prix, one of the best tracks of the season, and we're coming off an amazing win in Spa. So if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out, even though I've just spoiled the result for you, but that's your fault for not seeing it. But yeah, there's been some fantastic races this season. A Ferrari was on pole there. And here, another Ferrari's on pole. This time it's Kimi Räikkönen, so that helps me out. We don't want Rosberg at the front, though he is in second. So that gives us a bit of a positive feeling as we are starting from the back, of course. And as we go into the top 10, we see the likes of the two Red Bulls quite far down. Verstappen qualified 6th, a great performance there. And then the pretty typical top 4. But I'm feeling confident for this one. You can easily overtake around Monza. And yeah, for some reason I'm stuck on the primes to start the race. I probably wouldn't have done that, but I'm not sure why it's just selected that for me. So looks like we're starting on the primes. This will be a new experience for this season because I've started every race on the options. So let's see how it goes. And we're on the grid for the start of the Italian Grand Prix. The Tifosi are going crazy. There's a Ferrari on pole and away we go. We don't get a great start on these primes, so it looks like we're going to have to make our moves into turn 1. But we can't even catch up to the man as we're slowly closing, and diving up the inside. Alonso gets in the way of our moves, so we try and make it 3 wide. This is very tight. And we just get squeezed out as Hulkenberg and Alonso go side by side. Sainz barges himself ahead of me. I'm into 17th, so not the best of starts, but straight line speed here should be no problem at all. We're going to breeze past Sainz, we're going to breeze past Hulkenberg, we're breezing past Alonso. We've just taken 3 cars in. It's not even a straight. But yeah, that just shows how slow the McLaren is, because that McLaren was definitely holding up the Force India. And the straight line speed we have, it's the setup once again. I said it in Spa and I'll say it here. We have an amazing straight line setup. And up at the front, this is Räikkönen off pole, Rosberg in second. Rosberg actually gets better getaway. And it looks like he could be going up the inside. He brakes later. But they're going to go side by side into the first chicane. And they're still going at it. But Rosberg gets better drive. And it looks like Rosberg's taken the lead. He did that in Spa as well. But Vettel did come back. Let's see if Räikkönen can come back here. Doesn't look like he can. He looks like he's a bit too far back. I'd have gone for a dive bomb here, definitely. But yeah, the AI aren't like me. So at the end of lap 1, we're up to 14th. Looks like it could be 13th here as we close in on the back of Ericsson. The primes aren't actually working too badly at this point. They're okay, not feeling as good as options, but look at this dive bomb. It's pretty insane. We're making contact with the Lotus. I didn't expect Grosjean to brake so early, so I just had to go for it. We nearly took 2 cars there and we clipped the back of Maldonado. It's usually Maldonado taking someone else out, so he's pretty lucky there, but we're coming past Grosjean, but NASA's blocking us, which is annoying because Grosjean gets back, he brakes early again, so we have to swerve, and he's keeping us behind us. We make a little bit of contact once again. This has been a very scrappy start to lap 2, I must admit, making contact with a Lotus twice, and we just couldn't get past him. We're losing a bit of time as well, as Rosberg still has the lead. But it's only a matter of time until we get into the major positions, surely, because this is one of the tracks I'm very strong at. The car's very strong, so we're definitely, if we have no issues, we've got to be on the podium at least. But obviously Rosberg has an amazing car as well. And there we go, an example of how easy it is to overtake in this Mercedes. Just so powerful around Monza. I nearly said Spa there. God, the memories from Spa, what a great race. Closing in on NASA here, dive bomb into the second chicane. A lot cleaner than a couple of my moves from before, and we're up into the top 10. And Bottas has retired. I didn't mention that before, but he has. I'm not sure what's happened to him, but it gave us a position. And there's a bit of a train ahead. Someone looks like they're going slow. I'm not completely sure, but it's going to give us an opportunity to overtake. There's a yellow flag. What's going on ahead? They're broken very early. Oh my God, we've lost the front wing. What was Kvyat doing? Why did everyone brake so early? Oh, this has ruined our race, surely. We've got to go into the pits and we've got to see the incident which caused it, and ironically, it involves Rosberg. This is Räikkönen trying to take the lead round the outside, going into Parabolica. Let's see what happens. Rosberg's got the inside line, but he Understeers into the Ferrari, spins it. Where's the other Ferrari at? Oh, there he is. Going very slowly. This is from the TV cameras. Yeah, Rosberg just understeers into the car. Vettel kind of stops. There's a Williams behind, but ironically, my teammate has caused an incident which has resulted with me having no front wing. The car's head broke so early. I didn't expect that at all. What are we going to do? This is on board. Kvyat broke at 150 metres. I usually break around 50 metres for Parabolica, so we've been absolutely screwed there. And now we're going to have to change up our strategy so much. We're going on to the options. We'll see how long they last. We've got 23 laps to go, so I really need to win this race, really, to close in on Rosberg in the championship. So I'm thinking going 2 option stints, but we've really got to stretch them out. But we'll have the initial pace, which is the main thing. So I guess we've got to see how the tyres last and if they're going to have the pace to take the victory here, because it looks like Rosberg's struggling to win this race. It looks like I could be battling the Ferraris for the win, but after a few laps of some hard laps, great laps, setting the fastest lap of the race, we closed in on the back of Roberto Merri, and this is a very easy overtake. You can just see the grip distance difference between the Manor and the Mercedes, which is pretty expected, to be fair. And next up would be his teammate. But this incident also occurred. Perez was in 5th, having a fantastic race, but he had a massive train behind him. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. And look at all the positions he loses. That was the train he had. And now he's probably at the back with the Manors. That is very unlucky indeed. So he must be absolutely gutted. And yeah, we'll have the field pitted really. And now I'm behind Massa, who has also pitted. So we're going to get a run through Parabolica, get DRS. Actually, yeah, this move's pretty much already done. We've got our tyres up to temperature. Massa's probably needs another lap or so. So we're up into 4th with everyone else pitting. And that is Rosberg just ahead. So we got a major undercut, obviously, because of the early pit stop. And that's brought us really up the field. So we've got a chance here. We've just got to make our tyres last. And hopefully we don't struggle too much in the latter laps of each stint. But this is going to be a very easy move on Rosberg. He must be fuel saving. He must have a problem as well. He just doesn't have the pace since that incident with the Ferraris. I don't know if he has any damage, but the Ferraris are long gone at the moment. I'd say 7-8 seconds ahead. But now, I have been on these tyres for about 8 laps now, and Rosberg is coming back in this DRS, so he's got a great run. And it looks like he's got the move done. That would have been a foolish move for myself to go back up the inside there. It would have probably resulted in a similar incident than with the Toro Rosso, Verstappen and Perez, but we're closing up to the back of Rosberg once again, and we're going to get a move done. I didn't expect that. I was going to wait till the start-finish straight, but we had such great straight line speed, and I'm pretty sure we should get DRS. I think we were behind at the DRS activation point, and yes, we do get DRS. Rosberg's closing back in with the slipstream, which is OP here as well as Spa, but no, he couldn't get back past. But on the next lap it was the same again. Rosberg got a great run out of Lesmo too, and this time it's a lot closer, side by side. He's broken later, but he's gone too wide, and there's a yellow flag. Was the contact behind me? I'm pretty sure there was. Rosberg's lost a bit of time, and this is actually what happened. Rosberg went wide, Massa behind, who was closing in on both of us. Yeah, Massa just goes straight into the side of Rosberg. He actually turns into Rosberg. So the AI are just absolutely insane in this race, and believe me, it gets a lot worse, you'll see. So we've done 11 laps on these tyres. I'm going down to lean. Rosberg's gone past me, pretty easy move. And now I'm going to go on to another set of the option tyres. This is very risky, and I think it's worth the risk to try and win this race. We need to in terms of the championship. With Rosberg struggling, if I can beat Rosberg, he'll end up finishing probably highest 4th place. So this is a great opportunity to take a lot of points off him. So we're going to come into the pits, put on another set of the options, and get a major undercut on the AI once again. They will be on primes in the final stint, so we'll have the advantage in terms of speed, but not tyre life. So that's going to be a very interesting battle. We get a decent stop from the Mercedes guys, coming out in 5th place as Verstappen. Speeds past us. Verstappen's out in a great race. There's a huddle of cars behind us. They are very close indeed. Put me off a little bit as I lock up, but we maintain 5th. Naz is up there. I think it was Hulkenberg as well. So some of these guys are going to have some major score. They're going to get major scoring for it's probably one of their best opportunities to get some high points this season with so many incidents. So we're up into 3rd now. We've jumped Rosberg in the pit stops. We have executed the undercut perfectly. So now it's time to go after the Ferraris who haven't pitted at this point. And Naz is in 4th. Rosberg's come out behind Naz, so that's really going to help us out. Vettel's currently in the pit, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's coming out. So let's see how close we are to the first of the Ferraris. And we can just see him ahead going into the first chicane. And we are quite close. We've got to make the most of this opportunity. Get as close as we can, get the move done. And then go after Raikkonen, who I can only presume is going to pit on the next lap. So as Sebastian's getting his tyres up to temperature, we've got to get it done soon. I don't think we can go for a move here into the second chicane, no, but we're very close indeed. I think going into the DRS zone could be a great opportunity. We have a quick look into the Lesmo, but no, that would have been a very risky move. But as long as we keep it clean here, we're going to get DRS, and we should have an opportunity going into Ascari. And here we go. DRS activated, slipstream as well. Can we get the move done? We're going up the inside. The primes just aren't working at the moment for Vettel. And the move is complete. Up into 2nd. How far behind Raikkonen are we going to be? He is in the pits right now. So look on the minimap for Raikkonen coming out the pits. Which one is he? It looks like there's a car coming out. We're coming into Parabolica. Can we get close enough to make a move or actually undercut him? That would be fantastic. We've still got another 9 laps to do on these tyres, so we need to overtake him, pull out a lead, and hopefully as our tyres drop off, have a big enough lead to maintain the gap and take the victory. I can't believe it. After that crash on was it lap 3? Who would have ever thought this would be happening? And Raikkonen, get wrecked, mate. We're going up into... Are we getting... Yes, we are. Raikkonen does a similar thing to what Rosberg did, and we have taken the lead. A bit of oversteer there, but it was a great move, and we need to go off into the distance. Well, something did happen, yellow flag. What's gone on between... There's a Ferrari that stopped at turn 1. What has gone on? And I did say the AI were about to get worse. Vettel actually overtook Raikkonen, and this is Raikkonen coming back. And there's a manor in the way. Guess what's going to happen? Why is it always Kimi? I swear Kimi crashes out nearly all the time in my career. What is going on? What is he doing? He's just gone straight in the back of the manor. He nearly took out his teammate as well. The Tifosi can't believe what's going on. Let's have a look on board with Kimi. He just goes playing straight back into the back of him. And you can... Oh, I can't believe it. It's helped us out, but it's just absolutely crazy. Not a lot happened in the stint. We pulled out a lead to Vettel. It's about 5 seconds at this point. We're lapping Button. And he's just gone into the side of us. What is going on? The AI absolutely insane in this race. We're lucky not to get a penalty there, but it wasn't our fault. But you never know with this game. More AI shenanigans. This is NASA in 6th place. He has a great chance of points. And look at this. That looks absolutely insane. And Ricciardo's driving to avoid this. Look at the quick reactions. Round the stricken Sauber. And yeah, this is Grosjean. Make your own mind up what's going on here. Into the back of NASA. And seriously, guys, you're not going to believe it. It gets worse. This is Kvyat. Into the back of Grosjean. 3 cars in the top 10 lose their front wing. Unbelievable. The standings changed so much. And a lot of guys you wouldn't expect to score points actually score some decent points. But we're coming to the line. After the crash, after a few laps, we've come home to take the victory. What a win, guys. You've got to enjoy that. Please leave a like if you did. What a race that was. Vettel came home in 2nd and Rosberg 3rd. We have gained more points on Nico in terms of the championship, but it could have been more. If only Raikkonen wasn't such an idiot behind other cars, especially Manners. He needs to stop crashing out, because he could finish ahead of Nico quite a few more times and cost him points, and that's what I need. Ooh, I'm going to have to catch my breath after that, but that's 2 race wins in a row. Rosberg is definitely going to be feeling the pressure. And let's see the race results. You know, the top three, Ricciardo came home 4th, Verstappen in 5th, a great result for him there. Maldonado had a clean race to finish 7th. Raikkonen, who was 15th after his crash, actually finished 8th because of all the crashing that was going on. It was just a crazy race overall, and Alonso on a power circuit came home 10th. The McLaren Honda scored a point at Monza. That's just, you wouldn't expect that at all. And just to prove it, look at all the incidents in the race. There's 2 penalties there as well, one for Jensen and one for Raikkonen. So let's have a look at the drivers' standings now. Come on, we want to see the standings. How far are we behind Rosberg now? 29 points. This is going to be intense. We might fall out over this. The Ferraris are out of it. It's Nico versus Lewis. Round 2. Let's do this. And Verstappen obviously goes up in the standings after his best result of the season. We'll move on to the constructors, but it's not really going to be much of a battle. I think we've pretty much won this. Mary's above Stevens as well. Got to point that one out. High five to Roberto there. So the constructors about to come up. There we go. We've won it pretty much. So if you enjoyed that video, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you want to see more of these videos, look out for them on YouTube, of course. And I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.